Description is, this pile of rocks and this rock set on end will remind us of our agreement. I will never go past this pile to hurt you, and you must never come to my side of them to hurt me. So it's like a protection, surely. Or it might be a warning. Alright, so I know that we're here for like cults and shit, but which one actually comes up here?
Pagans.
Aren't they the ones that do all like the sacrificial shit? So genuinely, if we were found, we could be the main cult.
We'd be fucked. Well and truly fucking destroyed.
Like,
But hopefully, they only sacrifice animals.
wow. Paganism's like paganisms.
Well, you know shit about it, don't you?
Yeah, they're like proper into human sacrifice for the gods and all that jazz. If it was any other religion that does witchcraft like Wiccanism, we'd be fine. They're all about peace and nature, but pagans are all about free will. Like, free will means you could kill someone if you wanted. I know that psychologically you can hear things when you're freaked out. Like down at Lightwood, there's been like bodies of goats found like mauled in trees and shit like that. Even if that wasn't a cult, that'd be weird. That means there's a fucking psychopath on the loose.
It's like, it's just scary because of how deep we've actually gone into all this now.
Like, anyone could be listening. I mean, like, look at how.
No, I swear to fuck heads up and breathe.
I did. If they're that close, then we do not have a chance. Like,
Look,
even if we ran.
Nobody should find out what we're doing right now because we're way too young to know about this shit. Not a warning as in we will kill you. I think it's more of a, if you know your shit and you know what a pile of rocks mean, you shouldn't come past it because then it's out of your control and we have the control now. This is their domain.
So it's like kind of a contract, like any harm caused is not on us.
Contract without knowing that you've signed it.
Yeah.
You may as well have signed. You may as well have signed it in your own fucking blood and not known about it. So why this is conveniently stacked right here when we only just got here and now
We
it's
were here
here.
like the other day.
Because we were here.
Talk about it, meditation about it.
My second experience was less of a mystery, but no less disturbing. During the same period of nocturnal teenage rambles, my peers and I were supposed to find that we were not the only group in Grinlow Woods that night. Following the main path up to Solomon's Temple, we saw a long procession of cloaked and hooded figures carrying flaming torches. They must have seen us too but gave no indication. They merely continued walking in eerie silence. We followed them for a while, frightened, yet fascinated. The hooded assembly mounted the low, free of the tree line, to conduct a pagan ceremony on the hills. We finally lost our nerve and fled back through the trees. We noted the solitary bus parked near Paul's Cavern at the bottom.
What the fuck?
Alex, I'm not even joking. I just heard something fall on something else up there.
No, you didn't.
No, Alex, I'm not even joking anymore.
Let's go, come on.
No, I'm being serious. This isn't for the fucking documentary.
Yes,
I just
we
heard
will.
something fall on somewhere.
What is that?
What the fuck is that? Guys, what?
Saint Anne. Saint Anne isn't mentioned in the Bible. She's not mentioned in the New Testament. But I think she's mentioned in the Gospel of St. James from 165 AD.
Yeah.
That's the first mention.
There's like all different sorts of groups. Like there's been druid groups and there's been paganistic groups and all groups like that, like spiritual followings, if you must. But if you knew anything about them, then to just like clue me up about it, because I've heard about it off branches of what other people are saying, or I just don't want to get like a corrupted view of it. So.
Well, let them all speak for themselves. I wouldn't presume to speak.
I don't want to get speak.
Well, no. How come just in front of the crescent, by the spring, there's the statue of Anne holding her child Mary, and the water is just coming out beside her. So that's a fascinating connection.
Yeah.
Like, normally in England, you never see statues of saints in public. Or at least, I'd like to find out. I think that's about the first one I missed.
Boys? Oh.
Okay, so what do we think of that priest that we spoke to?
I think that he purposely didn't elaborate on anything that we said. Like when I brought up paganistic and druidism and stuff like that, he was like, "Oh, let them speak for themselves."
To be fair, he didn't specifically say, oh, the druids or the pagans can speak for themselves. He said, like, they, collectively.
Yeah.
So whether that lets on him knowing that there is more than one group in Buxton, or he's just passing us off.
Saint Anne read the scriptures to Mary when she was a very small child. Saint Anne had promised that she would give her child to the service of God, and she kept her holy vow. When Mary was 3 years old, her parents brought her to the temple. Like down at Lightwood, there's been like bodies of goats found like mauled in trees.
Back in the 1990s, there were darker things occurring in the semi-wild corner of town. Satanic rituals, sheep mutilations, and sightings of a two-legged goat creature were often reported. People of Buxton explored alternative religions in the 1990s. However, accounts of mutilated animals suggest something more subliminal occurring in the small corner of a small town. Okay, so you grew up around Lightwood. What are some of the stories and legends that you heard growing up?
Right, well, I grew up on Hogshaw, and the woods up behind Hogshaw, like, up behind Lightwood Road, like, near the Brownage Bridge, there was, like, stories of an animal, and it was always it was a grey area because, like, different people had different stories, but it was always a vicious animal that had like weird eyes and like really sharp teeth, and they said that if you went up there at night, then it like preyed on children and it would like eat you. And the big building, there was like obviously there's stories about it being like demonic and all that shit. Well, they built like a section at the back so you couldn't get in.
Yeah.
But then one time me and my friend went up and the kind of entrance to the building had been kicked in, So we went in, we got inside, spray painted, 666, 666 in
Yeah.
red, and there was pentagram. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Yeah. In spray paint, and then on the right side there was like all along the floor next to the door, and then up the wall, so it just looked like blood, and it was like all splattered up the walls. It looked like a scene from Blair Witch.
Yeah.
And I had a friend, her dad told me he'd been in there at night once, and he'd seen like a group of men, all like wearing dark clothes, like similar clothing, and they were talking about animal sacrifice. And there was like things on the trees, and they were like in a circle, and he said that it looked like a cult, so he told him not to go in there anymore. He was like, that it looked unsafe, it looked sinister.
So thanks for talking with me.
Of course.
We'll see what we find out in the documentary.